Hi, everyone. This is Cheston with By the Books Consulting. Just want to share a quick video with you on starting a trucking company step by step. Now, I've seen a few videos out here on YouTube and on the internet about this subject. Some pretty good videos, as a matter of fact. But I just thought I might be able to share a unique insight on this, being that I owned a trucking company, did pretty well with it, and I might be able to give you some value in a step-by-step order of operation, if you will, on how to get started from the beginning. This is me, Cheston Bolgen, owner and CFO of By the Books Consulting. You can get a free 15-minute consultation on anything business related, be it starting a trucking company, starting any other business, or maybe you need help with your bookkeeping, tax prep, or some strategic planning, maybe some marketing. Figure out how to grow your business from where you are. Figure out how much you need to put into this thing in order to make money, or whatever business it is. I'm your guy. All right. You can reach out to me at cheston@bythebooksconsultants.com, and that'll get you a 15-minute free consultation. All right, let's get into it. All right. So here's an overview of, starting this trucking company step by step. I put it in 6 steps, and the order of these steps are pretty important. I'm only going to get into step number 1 in this video to keep these videos under 10 minutes. And then what I'll do is follow up with some subsequent videos on the following steps. Sound like a plan? All right, let's get into it. All right, step 1, counting the cost. Now, I put this as the first step because it is vital, it is extremely important, it's critical that we do not undercapitalize ourselves when we're starting our company. This is the number 1 cause of failure in most businesses within the first 5 years. It's because we just don't have enough capital in our business to keep it running. Trucking especially, you're going to need to have cash on hand to a large degree in order just to keep operating the company. So you want to make sure that you understand these costs from the jump so that you're setting yourself up for the best chance of long-term success in your business. All right. So the first thing I put here was your corporate filing. This kind of varies state by state, but on average is about $125 to file your corporate entity, whether it's an LLC, S Corp, C Corp, partnership, etc. And I'll get into the details in one of the other videos about why it's important to do that. But just understand that the cost of that is going to be around $125 from the start. The other thing that we have is our unified carrier registration. This starts at around $70 and goes up to $1,600. That $1,600 mark covers up to 100 vehicles in your fleet. So if you're starting at the $70 range, you have between 0 and 2 vehicles, and $1,600 gets you up to 100 vehicles in your fleet. This is a direct cost. This is not going outside to anyone else and paying a service fee for them to file it for you. It's very easy to file directly with the government. And when we get to this later on in our step process, I'll actually show you step by step how to do that to set that UCR up on your own. It takes just a few minutes to do. All right. Your interstate motor carrier authority. This is your authority application fee is $300. All right. This is just to get your application on file. This provides you with your MC number and USDOT number, but you are not active yet. Okay. That is a cost for that. Now your BOC 3 filing. This is something that you're going to need in order to activate your authority. And I'll get into the details of the BOC 3 later on too. But just for now, understand that the cost is going to be between $20 and $40 to do your BOC 3 filing. And this is also direct without hiring anybody outside. This is direct BOC 3 filing. All right. So your insurance costs. Now, when I started, I began with 1 truck in the state of North Carolina, and I had some pretty inexpensive insurance for trucking, relatively speaking. Now, I paid $1,000 down with the one truck. And it also cost me right around $1,000 a month for the one truck in the beginning. As I grew, each truck became a little bit more down, around $1,500 down, but it still added another $1,000 a month to the cost of insurance per month with that truck added. So you just multiply that number times the amount of trucks that you have, and that's going to be roughly your insurance costs. All right. Now, depending on where you're located in the country, you can put up to $6,000 down per truck, and you could pay somewhere around $3,000 monthly per truck that you have on your fleet. So this is a pretty hefty cost that you need to understand and be aware of, so that you have enough cash, enough capital to get your insurance. Now, your authority will not be active until you have these last two items, this BO3C3 and your insurance. Once these things are done, then you can have your authority activated. Now we're looking at the cost of your truck. You can pay as little as $25,000 for a decent truck. And you can pay a little bit more in order to get a aftermarket warranty, which covers all your major components on the truck, so that if you do break down on any of these major components, it's covered. You could pay as high as $300,000 or more for a truck. Now, when I'm speaking about trucks, I'm specifically talking about a combination tractor, trailer, vehicle, something that's gross vehicle weight is 80,000 pounds. So I'm not talking about your dualies. I'm not talking about your box trucks or anything under that $80,000 pound gross vehicle weight. So this is what I'm talking about when I say truck. All right. So my recommendation is to find a truck somewhere within that $25,000 to $50,000 range. I wouldn't recommend paying any more than that, because you can find a decent truck for around $30,000, $40,000 with a good aftermarket warranty, and it's going to do the job. All trucks break down. Even the new ones, they break down weeks or even a couple of months after you drive them off the lot. And I've had that experience. So when you're thinking about getting a truck, just make sure it has a decent engine and it's in pretty good shape. Now, a decent engine being a Cummins or Detroit diesel engine, or maybe even a Cat engine in it, something that's going to not be as expensive to fix when it breaks down. Okay. Next cost I have here is, hiring and recruiting your drivers. I put here a sign-on bonus of somewhere around $5,000 per driver. Excuse me. And I did that because it's a little bit complex in this industry to find and retain good people. And you really want to have some good people when you hire on drivers. I found that it has been really, I'm getting off the task here with the cost and everything, and I'll get more into this later on down the line. But I found that it's really, really effective to be straight and honest with these people. If you're a small company getting started, let these people know, because some drivers, especially owner-operators, they prefer to work with smaller companies because they can deal with you directly, and they don't feel like a number. They don't have to deal with a whole lot of red tape. When they talk to you, things can happen a little faster than if they're working for a larger company. At the same time, you want to give them some financial incentive to join your fleet. So that's why I gave this little average of $5,000 per driver as a sign-on bonus. You can factor that into whatever costs you have for recruiting. Also, for your drug screens and your background checks. All right. So what do we have here total? So we have anywhere from $31,500 to $325,000. Now, realistically, if you came up with about $50,000 of a startup budget, I think you'll be pretty good and solid. You'd also want to have an additional $50,000 as working capital for your business. So think about having $100,000 as a good number to start with for starting your company. Be it, from the startup, you have all these costs taken care of. In addition to that, you'll have $50,000 of cash to start your business with. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.